welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about a makeup look you can do if you're going on a coffee date. This is the look that I did when I went on a coffee date 2 months ago with a really nice guy, and needless to say, it went nowhere. But yeah, I have a little bit of a story to tell while I'm doing this video, so if you want to learn more about how to do a little look for a coffee date and hear my story, then keep watching. So I already have my eyebrows done, but I'm gonna go ahead and start working on my foundation and concealer for the time being. So I'm going in with my BareMinerals Prime Time. I'm not actually going on a coffee date, but I did do this look, but the look that I am doing for y'all is the look that I did do when I did go on a coffee date back in July. I'm gonna be using some of my Smashbox Camera Ready BB cream as opposed to foundation. Yeah, so with coffee dates, you just kind of want to have more of like a neutral look to your face. Just because I feel like coffee dates are super casual, so you don't need to be like completely glamorous unless if you want to be. Yeah, I kind of keep the look simple. When it comes to like certain dates, I just kind of see what the occasion is and whether like, do I need to go super glamorous and crazy with my makeup, or do I need to keep it a little bit simple while still using a full face of makeup? The BB cream, it's very sheer on my face. It doesn't give me a ton of coverage, but it's enough to look a little bit more naturalistic, and at least it's gonna brighten up my face and give it a little bit of a glow. I like how the Smashbox Camera Ready BB cream has a little bit of a dewy finish as opposed to a matte finish. So now I'm going in with my NYX HD Concealer. So the guy that I went on a coffee date with back in July, I remember I like met him at a bar and he was just like, oh, I really want to see you again, blah blah blah, you know how that stuff works. I was thinking like, I mean, okay, sure, like I'll go on a date with him, whatever. But knowing my history with men usually say that stuff and you just never hear back from them anymore. So he actually texted me the day after. I remember it was during San Francisco Pride. He was asking if I was at the parade and I said yeah, and he goes cool. My friends and I are gonna be there. So like I remember he like really wanted to meet up, but I was with my friend and I really wasn't trying to blow my friend off for a guy. So I was like, maybe next time. Then he was like, well, I really want to see you before I go to Minnesota for a whole week. And I was just like, okay, well, I'm really busy. When you get back, I'll be more than happy to see you. And he's like, okay, well, fine, I'll wait till I get back. And I was like, good. So I was thinking, okay, with my history of guys, it was just more like, he's gonna forget about me. He's not gonna remember that he even asked me on a date or he wanted to take me on a date. I'm gonna keep doing me. And if he's really that interested in me, he'll text me. So I'm going in with my e.l.f. HD powder, setting powder right here. But yeah, so he actually ended up texting me on the 4th of July asking me how my plans were. And I was like, oh wait, he actually like texted me like a week and a half later. That's different. I was just telling him like, yeah, like this is what I did. I went sailing on the bay. It was really fun. Grabbed myself a taco and a margarita afterwards. It was a successful 4th of July. I was by myself that day, but I didn't care. I've learned to become more independent ever since I lived here, and I've been more comfortable doing things on my own and not always having to like be like, oh, I need to be with my friends all the time. I've grown to really enjoy doing stuff on my own, and I don't feel lonely or friendless. Like, I know I have friends here, I just don't always need to be hanging out with them. Okay, so for my eyes, I'm gonna first go in with my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. If you've seen in all my videos, this is kind of how I color correct my eyelids because of my dark veiny eyelids, and with me having trouble with pigmentation, I just kind of dot that on my eye. I know that looks really messy, but trust me, it works. So back to my story with this guy. Eventually, like, we agreed to meet up and get coffee, and we went to a coffee shop that's like a 15-minute walk from my apartment, and it's a really cute place. They do rainbow latte art and all sorts of cute different latte art that's not like your regular latte art coffee shop place. They get more creative with it. They'll add like lavender along with it, or they'll make it colorful with sprinkles. It's a really cute place. Now I'm going in with my NYX black eyeshadow base for those darker colors. But yeah, so I mean, the date was really fun and I had a good nice time. We had a good conversation, but I just felt like really neutral about him. Like I didn't have like that much of an opinion of him. Couldn't really tell, like, is he really cute? Am I not attracted to him? I was neutral about him. I had no idea if I was interested or not. I don't know, has that ever happened to you before? But yeah, it was a nice time, and he was telling me how busy he was for the rest of July, blah, 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 and I was like, whatever. It didn't really, like, bother me that much. Long story short, I never heard from him again, but it's okay. I had a really nice coffee date, and I think I looked really good. So now that I look absolutely crazy and everything looks splotchy and uneven, it's not gonna look like that, I promise. So now for my eyeshadow, I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced Natural Love palette. I love this eyeshadow palette so much. This is the palette that I used for the date that I just talked about. So this is what it looks like. Isn't this thing beautiful or what? Okay, but so for my transition shade, I'm gonna go in with the color Honey Butter right here. And I am going in with my Luxie 235 blending brush. I swear my cat never fails to meow every time I film. Okay, so now for my crease, I'm gonna take the shade Nudie right here. And I'm using my Luxie 231 small tapered blending brush. I do a windshield wiper swipe and then I kind of do a little bit of a circle. Now for my outer V, I am going to take the color, what do you know, Coffee Date. You know, I always like to use my medium angled shading brush by Luxie to do my outer V because I believe that I always have more control over it. Ooh, gosh, that's poppin'. If I put this color without that black eyeshadow base, this would not pop as well. Okay, so now for my lid, I'm gonna go in with Dear Diary, and I'm using this eyeshadow brush by Eco Tools. Give it a little spray with some setting powder. Yeah, so sometimes if I like over blend and it spreads out, I just kind of take my beauty blender that has that excess foundation or BB cream on it, and I just kind of touch it up so it doesn't look as splotchy and gross. And then I'm gonna go back up with my regular blending brush and just kind of blend the top out all together so everything blends better. So for the inner quarter of my eyelid, I'm gonna go in with the shade Cutie Patootie right here. Probably isn't the best brush to use, but I'm just using it anyway and just kind of using the little bit of the tip of it. So that is the eyeshadow look. I'm not gonna do the under eye just because I want to keep it simple and not as dramatic when I go on a coffee date. If this was like a formal dinner date, then yes, I would get a bit more dramatic and smoke out my lower lash line. But because this is a coffee date, I want to keep it a little bit more simple and just do the top of my eyelid as opposed to my lower lash line. See, with me, I don't want to like overwhelm guys with my makeup. If they're really that overwhelmed, are they really the right person for me? Nah. So now I'm going to tightline my eyes and do a little bit of a smoky eyeliner look with my Smashbox Always Sharp waterproof eyeliner. I love this stuff. But yeah, back to my conversation about like if a guy really doesn't like the way you do your makeup, like is he the one for you? I remember I went to a formal with a good guy friend of mine who liked me back in the day, and I remember how I showed my friend how I wanted to do my makeup for his formal, and apparently my friend decided to spill the beans and show him what I had going on for the makeup look, and it was like a glamorous silver black smoky eye, and it was gonna go perfect with the black dress that I was wearing. Word got back to me that he did not approve it. He thought it was just like too much eye makeup, and I'm just kind of like, middle fingers to you. And I remember that really upset me. It's like, okay, I'm going to make myself look pretty and glamorous, and that eyeshadow look was gonna go perfect. So the fact that that annoyed him clearly showed like he needs to really get over himself. I just don't understand, like, if a guy is going to criticize how I want to do my makeup for a certain event, then literally I've come to the conclusion that he absolutely sucks. I'm gonna do me, I'm gonna do what makes me feel pretty, and I'm also not doing my makeup for the guy. Ladies, Don't ever do your makeup to impress a guy. You always do your makeup to impress you and to make sure that you are the prettiest girl in that room. Am I right? Because there are also times where men really aren't going to care how you do your makeup. And I think that's great when men don't care, because they're going to think you're pretty no matter what, no matter whether you wear makeup or whether you don't wear makeup. They're going to find you pretty no matter how you look. I'm going to curl my eyelashes with my Tarte eyelash curler. Yes, I did wear fake eyelashes on the date. I love fake eyelashes. I don't care what the occasion is. Now, I will say I don't wear my fake eyelashes to work. That's probably the one time where I don't wear eyelashes, but if I'm going out on a weekend or a date, or I'm going out and hanging out with a friend, yeah, you're gonna guarantee that I'm gonna be wearing fake eyelashes, and I really wanna go back up and touch up this. Don't you hate it, like, when you think you're done and then you realize you completely missed a spot? Or more like several spots? Taking my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. You guys know that I love this stuff. It's like a ride or die mascara for me. Okay, so be right back, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and put my eyelashes on. Okay, I'm back. I have my eyelashes in, so now I'm gonna get ready to highlight and contour my face. So I'm gonna go in with my Manizer Sister pack. I love this palette so much. As you can see, like, there's a huge mess around the bronzer. But yeah, so I'm gonna use a highlighter. This is the Betty Lou Manizer. This is the Cindy Luminizer, which I'm kind of gonna use as a subtle blush. It's also a highlighter, but it can be used as a blush. It's very subtle. And then I'm gonna use the bronzer. So as always, I like to use my Royal & Langnickel Moda brush for contouring. I'm just gonna kind of swirl that around to get up all the pigment. Dude, I should really just start doing a meow count on my videos now, because Elsa always meows. That's my cat's name, by the way. Her name's Elsa, and no, I did not name her, but yes, she was named after Frozen. I get that all the time. Okay, so now for the blush, I'm going to use my Royal & Langnickel Moda brush. It's my Complexion BMD 185. I'm just gonna kind of roll it around, give it a little tap. Okay, so I'm all blushed up. As you can see, it's really subtle and it is a little bit shimmery, but I really like that look, so it doesn't really bother me. I'm gonna go in with my Betty Lou Manizer, highlight, and take my Tarte highlighting fan brush, kind of rub that in there and give it a little tap. Now I'm going to take my finger and just put a little bit under my eyebrow. And because I have hooded eyes, I only put it under like the arch, the bottom of the arch, to just give it a little bit of a pop. I don't do the whole thing because then it's just too overwhelming for my eyebrows. Okay, so now I'm going to cover up my lips with some lip liner. I'm going with my Sonia Kashuk lip liner in the color Petal. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my Meet Matte Hues Mini Lippy by the Balm in the color Sincere. I feel like a pinky nude is going to be the best color. And now for the final touch, I'm just going to go in my NYX Matte Setting Spray. I'm going to take my e.l.f. little pad and just kind of press my setting spray in there nicely. Okay, so I'm all done. This is the look that I did when I went on a coffee date 2 months ago. I didn't wear this outfit. To be honest, I actually don't remember what I wore, but I can show you my outfit really quick. I'm wearing a white shirt that I got in a Stitch Fix. I'm wearing the jeans that I got in my Stitch Fix, the flats that I got in a Stitch Fix, and this necklace that I believe I got at Target. Yeah, I'm just dressed up in all sorts of Stitch Fix pieces today, and you know I'm obsessed with Stitch Fix and I do my videos on them. Like I said, this is the completed look. I hope you like it. I would like to do more videos on different looks you can do for different dates. Also, make sure you comment down below. Let me know if there's a kind of date look you want to see and I'll go ahead and do it. I am going to start doing a little date series, different looks you can do for different kinds of dates, what kind of occasion it might be. Even though I don't really go on dates that often, I still love doing my makeup is like my favorite thing when I'm getting ready for a date, just because I can pick out my color scheme that I want to go for and worry about looking good for myself and not for the guy. Seriously, ladies, like I said, look good for yourself and not for the guy. Makeup is just a necessity when I go on dates. It's just, I like enhancing how I look. And again, it's not to make myself look pretty for the guy. It's to make myself look pretty for myself. Always remember that, okay? Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and you subscribe to my channel. Okay, guys, that's all I have for now. Bye!